Today we're in Munich, Germany. So we're walking up these stairs, getting ready to board the Airbus A319 in Munich on our way over to Prague in the Czech Republic. And I still don't understand why you can't go from Munich to Prague directly by rail, like nonstop, high-speed rail between two major cities in Europe. So if you have any comments on why that is, let me know. When we were putting this trip together, because we basically did a loop. We went Orlando to Frankfurt, Frankfurt to Munich, Munich to Prague, Prague to Berlin, Berlin back to Frankfurt, and then back to Orlando. So we were going to do a circle through Germany and, kind of include the Czech Republic. So when I was putting together the travel situation in terms of how the logistics of how we would move around, Frankfurt to Munich was piece of cake. Deutsche Bahn train, high speed, nice and simple. And I was looking for the equivalent to go from Munich over to Prague. And it turned out everything I was searching for on high-speed rail, it always kept involving a bus as part of the trip from Munich to Prague. There was no way to do a high-speed rail, and only high-speed rail, between the two cities. So we ended up basically having to do a short little one-way flight on Lufthansa. This was a great flight, very, very short. I think they mentioned something about like the actual flying time in the air was like 35 minutes. It was very, very quick. I love the Airbus A319, awesome plane, super comfortable, Wi-Fi, the whole 9 yards. I mean, everything about this flight was really, really cool. The part about getting onto the plane in the airport in Munich was very strange to me because I'd never done that before, but for people over in Europe, it's probably no big deal. There might be other airports that do that. So that's where we are right here. We are just about to touch down in Prague in the Czech Republic. So I'm going to do a little plug here for another YouTube channel. There's a channel out there called The Honest Guide, and it's two guys that live in Prague, and they do a series of YouTube videos on, tourism in Prague, and if you're coming to Prague, what to look out for and what to avoid, and places to go and places to eat, and, just a whole series of videos on YouTube, and they've been doing it for years. And one of the things that they've cautioned about in the Prague airport is money exchange rates, because in the Czech Republic, you have to use crowns. And it was one of the things that I had to research before the trip in terms of, how the currency worked, conversion rates from like the US dollar to euro versus US dollars to crowns, euros to crowns, and so forth. And so prior to the trip, I took, I don't remember how many, but, 300 or 400 US dollars and got those converted over into crowns. And so at this point in the airport, I finally get a chance to use the crowns that I've been sitting on for like a couple of months, basically waiting for this point when the currency is finally ready to be used. But I bring up the Honest Guide because one of the things they caution about is when you first land at the airport in Prague, and let's say you've got US dollars or you've got euros and you need those Czech crowns, the currency exchange rates are horrendous, apparently, at the airport. It's a known kind of tourist trap, and definitely one of the things that, according to them, you have to watch out for. So, I had done all of my research prior to this, and so I already had all of my crowns, in hand, ready to go, and I had more than enough for our, 3 days in Czech Republic. And but just wanted to put that out there that according to the Honest Guide, one of the things you have to watch out for is currency exchange rates in the airport. If you are enjoying the video so far, please give it a like and consider subscribing to the channel and hit that bell icon so you're notified whenever a new video is posted.
It is what it is. That coincides with our guidance.
So this begins our three and a half days in the Czech Republic. I don't remember the exact time frame, but we certainly made the most of it. But over the next several videos that are going to be on the vlog, you're definitely going to hear a theme, and that is that we just absolutely loved the Czech Republic. It was one of our favorite parts of the trip. It was one of the segments of the trip that, in all honesty, I probably would have taken a day away from Frankfurt and given it to the Czech Republic so that we could have spent another day in Prague, because it was just absolutely amazing. And at this point in the trip, right here when we're still in the airport, we are not yet realizing just how much how much we're going to love the country. Not yet, but it starts to happen not long after we get to the hotel. But the airport was very cool, very friendly, very easy to navigate. Right here, we're getting ready to pick up the baggage. And one of the cool things about the Czech Republic is Uber works. They actually have Uber, because in Germany, Uber is banned. And so when we were over in Munich and over in Frankfurt, the few times that we needed it, we had to do a taxi in Germany. Whereas here in the Czech Republic, we're back to regular rideshare, and I could pull up the Uber app. And so we're going to do an Uber from the airport to our hotel, and that starts our amazing 3 to 3.5 days in the Czech Republic.
Final call for passengers on travel service flight US 112 Thessaloniki, gate D6.
Here we go. 16,
Poslední výzva cestujících společnosti LO, linky LO 5
This might be it right here.
do Varšavy, východ,
Yeah, here we go, 1690 T2. Oh, number 1. Well, doesn't tell you which thing.
So there. Origin 1690, 23.
Okay. These are the places I was warning about in terms of like the transfer rate. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it and that you gave it a like. To see more content like this, subscribe to the channel and hit that bell icon so you're notified whenever a new video is posted.